Starting it early!
Woo!
My friends, welcome. We are here to react to episode 2 of The Bad Batch.
They can't hear us.
Are you just predicting that?
That's my prediction.
That's your prediction?
That's my stream prediction.
Hold on, let me...
Chat, can you hear us? Still don't
They
know.
should be able to. Yeah, like it's showing the mic as working. Yep. No, they can hear us. We got Mike working first try. I'm getting better at this streaming thing.
So,
this is why I pre-record all my videos. All right. So, if you hadn't noticed from the intro screen, we neglected to take the time to sit down and actually come up with reasonable predictions for this round. But I do have a couple. So particularly revolving around right now, they're going to J19. Which is a sector on the galactic map that has 0 planets. 0 known planets. So they're going to a new planet. So who are they going to see? Well, they can't be Saw Gerrera because Onderon is in a sector, and it's not J19. And so is... who's the other person that we know? Oh, so we don't know. It could be Rex.
Could be
Rex. But I'm kind of leaning towards Fennec Shand. So I'm predicting that we'll see Fennec Shand this episode. That's my prediction.
Can I predict we're going to Tatooine?
That's not in J19.
But it'll look like Tatooine.
Okay, you want to predict that the planet, whatever it is a desert planet?
Can I predict that?
You most certainly can. Oh, and Zygeria. That's the other planet we know they go to. And that's also not in J19.
Is that a desert planet?
It's not lush.
I take it back. Maybe it's not a desert planet.
2 desert planets, too much for one season?
Maybe.
Alright.
How long do we think this episode is going to be? Do you think it's going to be another 70 minutes?
I'm thinking 24.
It's going to...
I'm thinking 24.
World.
Borgullet world. Just a planet full. Borgullet!
Know the truth. Keep your anime out of my Star Wars, Eric.
And Gareth. Eric, why'd you leave our Discord, man? Come on. You were in there for like 3 days and then you were gone.
I'm still in the Discord. I watch the chat at all times of the day and, at opportune moments.
Did you notice what I had set the Discord to say as the custom message when someone leaves the Discord?
What is it? I might have forgotten.
Here, let me see if I can pull up the last time someone left. One moment, chat. Chrome needs to see this. I can't believe...
Oh, Bill is in here defending Omega and Wrecker. Omega is precious.
Omega is precious and needs to be protected.
I do genuinely like Omega. I think she's... I
like her. I mean... I'm glad she's as likable as she was because I had high hopes for her, but everyone was really wary of her.
No, I think there's...
And there's reason to be wary of her.
There's a long history of the child insert...
Bad child characters.
The bad child insert character. And, no, I like her. I'm glad she's the last clone.
Okay. This one here from Me6.
That's good.
They decided this venture was no longer profitable. They left Lorestar and went home to rethink their life. It made me, because I was noticing I was getting really sad whenever people were leaving my Discord.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to write a message that makes me less sad and more like, man, that was pretty funny. So like, so now whenever someone leaves Discord, I'm like,
Yeah.
It's all right. I got to read that message again. They decided that this venture was no longer profitable, which is a Hondo quote.
Mm-hmm.
This venture is no longer profitable. But then there's also, and they went home to rethink their life, which implies they were wrong for leaving the Discord. And I love that.
Eric doesn't realize he's left.
Oh, really? Eric, yeah, it says that, what is it? Eric Chung, what was your name? Hold on, I could probably scroll up a little bit more and find it. Eric Chung something. Eric Chung with the black lung. decided that this venture was no longer profitable. They left Lore Star and went home to rethink their life.
Do you think maybe it boots people after they don't accept the rules?
No, he accepted the rules because he was able to post.
He did. He was.
You can't post if you haven't accepted the
I'm
rules.
just gonna throw out there that your Discord is the only one I've ever joined that has involved having to accept the rules before you're able to post.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually really common, and I hadn't implemented it, and then we got some bad eggs.
Some bad.
I wouldn't even
eggs.
say bad eggs. I would say people who didn't understand the tone of what we were trying to promote.
Mm-hmm.
Because they weren't bad eggs. Once they read the rules and accommodated, they were actually really good contributing members of our Discord.
Yeah.
But, like, I was like, look, it needs to be a thing that you can't post until... And that's the other thing, is that when you're frozen in Carbonite,
Yeah.
we take away the role that you're given when you accept the rules, which means you can continue to be in the Discord, but you can't post until I unfreeze you from Carbonite. So...
Can I get a roll?
You want like a Jedi or Sith or Mandalorian role? You just got to go to assign roles. It's a channel.
That sounds like work on my part.
It's not. You just react with a little thumbs up.
I don't know about that.
What I'm noticing is we have a very large number of Sith identifiers in our Discord.
It said there were 2.
Oh, well, maybe online at that one point.
Oh, maybe.
We've got a few people who are Sith and a very few who are Jedi. 1 or 2 are Mandalorian. It's now 11:59.
Let's
means it's
let's
time-
check. Let's
Check chat, but I'm
Disney.
gonna check Disney. We're gonna hit the refresh button,
What is the
It's out!
Discord's?
and it is 31 minutes. You didn't make a
31.
bet, which means I win by de facto.
So I have to take a drink.
Yep. Oh, tragedy for you.
It's all coming up, Chrome. Okay, what is the Discord's theory on Omega?
So right now, the
I
theory that everyone
Pop
seems
on my headphones or
the
something.
theory everyone seems to like the most is Omega is the Star Wars equivalent of Taskmaster.
All right. I dig it.
Yeah. So that was not. So I was the one who posed the theory to the Discord, but I didn't come up with it. The theory came to me from a comment on one of my YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Hey, I heard this, and it seemed pretty legit." And it has had the most positive reception on the Discord. So right now, I'm counting that as the leading theory that Omega is Star Wars equivalent. She's an empath, basically. She can pick up other people's skills by either watching them or being near them or something.
I'm glad to know that we're both on the same page of we call her Omega because that's what she calls herself.
Exactly. I think I was the first to do that, but then I realized it was because of her accent, but you kept doing it.
I kept doing it.
So, because when she first introduced herself as Omega, I'm like, oh, that's a funny way of pronouncing that spelling. Okay, I guess she's Omega. But then other people pronounce it Omega, and I'm like, oh no, that's just because of her Australian accent. Which, by the way, so there's a theory that she's a Palpatine clone. I think the fact that she has the Australian accent marks her as a Jango clone.
Yeah, because he's New Zealand.
Right. 'Cause, I mean, it's not Australian. They're very different accents. Her accent is more close to, like, whatever region Rebel Wilson is from. I don't know what part of Australia she's from. Where's Dash when I need him? But her accent is very distinctly not New Zealand. But close enough for the casting people, right?
What would Dash know? He's probably part of New South Wales.
No, he's from Brisbane.
Oh. Another popular part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been wild if he was, like, on the western part of Australia. I guess at that point he would have been a cattle farmer and
Not a YouTuber.
not a YouTuber.
Not a famous YouTuber. All right, so we have Disney Plus loaded up. It is paused. We're giving you this time to also load up Disney Plus. Pause it. We're going to start the timer real quick. I think I need to hit one restroom break before we start. Does that sound good?
Okay, I'll take off my headphones
Yeah, so I
you
can walk
may
through.
pass.
You shall not
We're not gonna bring up any more Lord of the Rings. I've ranted about Theoden enough. Ah, yes, Eric. I know that, I was on a rant earlier today where I think Theoden is the most complex character in the movies. I'm not going to go on that rant right now.
What you said was he has the best character development of anyone in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Well, I don't think that's entirely fair because I don't think many other characters get much character development.
right. All
But
right.
I would say he's the most complex
I'll
character.
agree with that. So we're going to start the timer. Hold on. And then pause it 1 second. Great. Now it's on the screen. We're good to go. I'm going to hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Uno.
All right. So the drinking game rules are still the same. The only difference is I only have one prediction. Crumb, did you have any predictions?
We go to Tatooine planet. Desert planet.
Right. Okay.
The planet will be desert-esque.
Oh, can you see with the phone there?
I can see fine enough. Like, it crops up the lower...
Here, let me know when I can move it.
Nah, it's not worth it. We're good. It's all good in the hood.
So the options are really Rex or Fennec Shand, and I put my money on Fennec. Curiosity. Silikamai? That shouldn't be in J19.
Is this a desert planet?
It's arid.
It's fairly... Oh, it's that thing! I know that thing.
It's an Attack of the Clones.
I've seen that thing before. It is Padme.
Padme.
Padme. Oh, look at all that dust. I like it. That's some
She's
good...
seen sunshine. She never seen that before.
I don't get sunshine on Camino. It's
always rainy and overcast.
That's pretty neat.
Have you ever seen Camino in the sunshine?
Nope. Oh, do we
Oh, look, it's the Tangled scene. It's exactly the Tangled scene.
look at...
Tangled reference.
It's called dirt.
That would be dirt. Anyone else getting Tangled vibes? That's just Tangled right there.
Look at Hunter. He's so happy for her. Happy Hunter is a happy Chrome.
So wholesome. LOL Tangled. It's like the exact same animation too, where she kneels down and then feels it.
Hey, you're telling me, Dave. Dave!
I was telling you about Dave and his references. He.
Oh, it's Rex.
No.
No, it's not Rex. You know,
Is it the guy with the Twilight Kids? I think that was Silikamai. Yes.
We gotta drink to that.
Wrecker.
Did
Yep,
I
that's his
do
wife.
that?
So,
Is
Crumb,
this
what do you
like-
have to say about the complaints that Bad Batch is too white?
They're clones.
The only non-clone human we've seen is who?
The only
Non-cloned human.
Tarkin?
Well, okay, there's two then. Saw Gerrera.
Oh, yeah. So,
So that's 50-50. Hey, look, it's the Rugrats.
oh, they're little goblins.
I mean, they're literally played by Phil and Dill.
Oh, they're gonna stumble into danger.
That's what they did last time.
That's how it works.
Look at Omega learning how to be a kid.
Why didn't they throw the ball to her earlier?
Cut, that's his name. Thank you, Bill.
So they're not defective clones.
I told you.
Stop saying they need to stop.
I think that's a colloquialism coined by other clones to make themselves feel better. Do we react to music? Not yet. I would love to. A Godel. Start of the Empire. Is that a V-Wing?
Yeah.
It's a little thicker than I'm used to seeing. Chain code, the start of the chain code from Mando. I like that little bit of world building there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that the New Republic maintained the use of a chain code. That's fun. Uh-oh, Omega the Curious.
Omega! Don't do it! You're gonna be attacked by a space tiger.
Space Tiger Lizard. Hey! You were right. I'm going to count that as a prediction. Ventress is the voice actress for the Elenian. Wait, what's Omega gonna do? Nexu, that's what they're called. Your Wrecker in a poncho.
I'm about it.
It's your fashion style right there on Wrecker. Oh, Tech. The get out of jail free smart card. My heart, man, says Bill. Parenting reality. It's like Mando trying to pawn off Grogu. Feels a little familiar there. was gonna say, like, that should be obvious. Oh, that's a 99 reference. That's what 99 said right before he died.
That doesn't bode well.
It's a stupid plan, says Calig. The Bad Batch's second crime. Hey, it's an Imperial logo. I told you, these guys count as stormtroopers now. They're not clones anymore.
That's good. It'd be bad if they could aim.
It's a pretty cool helmet on Echo.
Giving me RoboCop vibes.
Given the fact that he is more machine than man.
He's more machine than man. Do you remember the data spike that RoboCop had?
Very vaguely.
It almost doubled as a middle finger.
That's right, yes.
Yeah. So combine all of these concepts with his helmet has the singular. Like, you know, it would be a stretch in any other circumstance, but I'm willing to say it here.
Because Dave Filoni.
I feel like Hunter would be fairly recognizable.
He does look the most Django of the clones.
He'd have to try a little hard. Just the face tattoo.
That's fair too. Even Cut is trying. Hey, look, the girl's gone. Called it. Clorm troopers.
Clormed.
It's interesting that the logo changed almost immediately. And this is the first few days of the Empire. This is the only time we've seen this in Star Wars.
Oh no, it's evil. Nah, that's fine.
Nah.
That's fine.
Wrecker's been positively fine this whole episode. That was in the trailer.
I'm drinking because I'm drinking.
Uncle Wrecker to save the day. 10 out of 10 plan, guys. Just do everything in broad daylight. Dumb plan, meaning dumb execution. She did her hair different, didn't she?
No, she's just not wearing the thing.
That's right. She's not wearing the headband. 'Cause I was gonna say we see more of her forehead usually. It was almost the Force theme. Imperial. Didn't have time to read the bottom word. Information.
That looked like mocap work.
It
Like-
did, didn't it?
Like, that did not look like their standard animation.
There's weight to it.
It's the stuff I like.
Huh. Those gates kind of look like the Mandalorian design. That's a Mandalorian. At least. Two people behind him. That's a Mandalorian dude. At least the same model. We know she ain't leaving. We've seen the trailer. But I want to go with you on your suicide mission.
Gonk!
Oh, is he lifting him for weights?
Yes. I'll drink to that because it made me happy inside. I'll always drink to a gonk.
Credits. All right. They really dived into. I was not expecting them to dive so heavily into like, kind of a. It wasn't a super character heavy episode, but it was like a.
No, it was a fun episode.
Yeah, it was like. When I think Bad Batch, that's not what I think of, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't the tropey special ops team on a mission type thing. This was just kind of like building up their emotional value, I guess I'd say, you know? Building the audience's attachment to these characters.
Yeah.
And I'd say the only character I came away liking less than I had last week was Tech.
I don't know if I like him less. I guess I just don't.
You don't
care
like
for-
him more.
I guess I just don't care for Tech.
I've never cared for Tech, but
Oh yeah, whatever.
like
There's like five of them, right? 6?
yeah, there's 5. 5 with Omega.
5 with
unless
Omega.
unless you count Crosshair, and then there's 6.
Crosshair's one of the gang.
Oh man, I can't wait to see Crosshair as a villain. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Bill says, "Give me more. Give me more." Eric says, I mean, we kind of stuck back where we started. Yeah, more or less. But again, it's not necessarily about progressing the main plot. It's about growing the story, growing the characters.
Yeah.
You know, because if the main plot kept continuing and we didn't care any more about the characters along the way,
Yeah.
the end result wouldn't matter. You know, Mando Chapter 2 didn't progress the plot at all. That was where the whole episode is developed or revolved around him fixing the Razor Crest, which was broken by the Jawas in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
But, like, the amount it attached us to Grogu,
Mm-hmm.
at the time who we knew as Baby Yoda,
He eats a frog in that episode.
I'm pretty sure he eats a frog in that
Or,
episode.
he attempts.
We at least get to see him watch eagerly as Mando blows up some people.
Ah, what a great meme.
It's so
Die,
good.
trash, die.
So, like, you know, the amount of character development done in that episode means that the show wouldn't have worked without it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't mind Monster of the Week episodes as long as they build our attachment to the episode or to the characters who are going to progress the plot. So, I think that this episode did that. I mean, I definitely like Hunter a lot more than I have previously.
Hunter's great. I like
Hunter's
him. I'm
great.
liking him now.
I didn't like him during Clone Wars Season 7.
Mm-hmm.
He grew on me a lot on May the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And this episode, I really liked him.
Mm-hmm.
And Wrecker. I liked Wrecker this episode.
You liked Wrecker this.
I did.
I don't know if I'd say the same. I don't like him anymore, but I don't like him less. I feel like
You don't like him anymore?
no. I feel like last episode he did a pretty good job. Like
We had to drink to him a couple times.
we had to drink to him a lot more times than we did this episode. But like last episode, I was like,
It was 3 times as long.
you know what, Wrecker, most of the time you're pretty okay, and then you say a baby thing.
Yeah. I want more Poncho Wrecker.
Poncho Record,
Says,
I'll take it.
Turkey dinner Chewy. Gallic says, for being the smarts of the group, Tech thought of a really dumb plan that got really dumber when they found out Omega was on board. I think the plan could have worked. It says
It
Bill.
was definitely a plan, which was better than what anyone else had.
It's true. No one
else
had
had a plan. So it has to be smart.
It is how they got the. That's the only way they could have got the chain codes. Somehow, they didn't really show Tech getting the chain codes. They just implied that him getting impounded was the only way he could get chain codes. Eric says he forgot what's Vader's official title in the Imperial hierarchy. Surely it's not just Lord. I think it is Lord. I think that's his Imperial title, whereas Darth is his Sithly title.
Okay.
Dallas Clark, welcome to the chat. I would have loved to see Cal, Skirata, and Omega Squad in action. Yeah, you know, we are still holding out for Omega and Delta Squad to show up. But, you know, who knows?
We know we're not going to see all of Delta Squad.
Not all of them?
I take it back. Spoilers. Don't listen to me.
They're not in the trailers. I feel like if they were going to be here, they would be in the trailers. But
I don't know. I feel like Delta Squad's kind of out there.
Delta Squad made an appearance in Clone Wars Season 4.
But it's like trailer material.
It brings in the fans, man.
Yeah, I guess I'd be hyped about this season if I saw Delta Squad in a trailer and be like, yes!
And you probably wouldn't have watched this series if I hadn't made you.
Yeah, this is 100% true.
So, if you'd seen Delta Squad, maybe you would have.
I might have, you know, been circling around like a vulture waiting for Delta Squad to make an appearance.
So,
You hear
I'm holding
that,
out-
Dave? You hear that, Dave? You're an executive producer. Tom Hanks gave up the secrets. I know exactly how much influence executive producers have on a TV show.
oh no.
Tom
I don't want to hear about
Hanks-
Tom Hanks and influence.
Tom Hanks. Oh, careful there.
I caught it on my my overcoat.
I know exactly how much control you have, Dave.
I don't want to hear about Tom Hanks in control.
Is there some weird thing going on there?
Oh, do you not know about that?
No.
Oh. We can
Do
talk
I
about
wa-
that after
Okay,
stream.
okay, we'll have that.
You don't want to know. But I will tell
Alright.
you anyway.
I'll look at chat. Maybe chat will tell.
Tom Hanks, most trusted man in America, might.
Nope. We're gonna stop there. Yes. Yes, Gallig.
I felt the feels. Is there a double-bladed lightsaber behind the mask of Darth Revan? Oh, yes. Yes, there is. It's my personal interpretation of Satil Shan's lightsaber made with Kyber light. No, sorry, not Satil. Bastila. Satil's is distinctly different. Bastila Shan's lightsaber. I felt the feels too, Bill. This was a good episode for the feels. I mean, it wasn't like the rescue, the feels.
No, but it was good.
It was good.
I came away liking the characters more.
Exactly. And I think for me, that's a mark of victory.
Yeah.
Especially when I didn't dislike the Bad Batch, but I felt so adamantly apathetic
Yeah.
towards the Bad Batch after season 7. And this episode helped me not be apathetic, but to really like them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Omega helps because I really liked Omega in episode 1, and so seeing them play off her helped me, like, and especially, like, you know, opening scene, she and Wrecker are both, like, asleep on the floor together. It was so cute, and it's like, ah, Uncle Wrecker. It's so sweet. I love it. It just makes me so happy. Oh, I see Pythonic in the chat. I also see it's not a pike saber. I am planning on working on a pike saber. We'll get to that. Really want to see Vader's black Jedi fight. Oh, his all black Eta 2. Yeah. So you know the Jedi Starfighter that he flies in the opening of Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
So in the first 5 years of the Empire, he still flew that, but all black.
Nice. Nice.
At least the first 5 years. Maybe longer, but as late as the Tarkin novel, which was 5 years after, he was still flying the Jedi Starfighter in all black, the Eta 2 in all black. I would love to see that. Yes. I think if we were to see Vader, again, I think he would have shown up in the trailer. He's a cash cow. Why not show him off? So I'm not gonna put I'm not gonna put money on Vader.
Everyone likes Luke. He's the best character ever. Why not put him in the trailer?
Because that's a reveal.
Exactly. Exactly. Wouldn't it be a great reveal?
Only if it's last seen, like Mando, like Mando. Come on, squeeze one more paycheck out for James Earl Jones. Yeah, James Earl Jones has consistently played Vader in the animated series, which is great. I love when the main actors agree to being in the animated series.
Yeah,
it makes me so happy. Pike Saber would be dope. Apathy is death, worse than death. Thank you, Callig. And Bill says, Uncle Wrecker just makes me love the man even more. And you know what, Bill? You started out liking Wrecker more than I did. I kind of hated Wrecker.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing that, or I don't know if this episode made me like him more as much as it gave me hope that he would really be an actually likable character through the rest of the series.
No, I know Clone Wars. They can make likable characters out of people who were once annoying.
You're talking about Jar Jar because I still didn't like him in the Clone Wars.
See, I wasn't speaking to anything like specific.
Oh, okay.
I thought maybe you would read into that as Ahsoka or maybe.
Oh,
or
Ahsoka,
anything.
yeah, but also
But, like,
they made Ahsoka unlikable, whereas Anakin was unlikable,
yeah,
and they made him likable.
yeah. So, like, I think I fully believe in Clone Wars to like give us likable characters, even if their first portrayal,
That's fair. That's fair.
you know, they know how to do these things. I
do.
trust them. Do I expect every episode to be a home run? No, I don't. But you know what?
Neither were the first 5 seasons.
I know that they have the capabilities to deliver.
It's true.
So, yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of Wrecker still, but you know,
I'm not the biggest fan of him either. I think Bill
don't
is.
doubt that they can make him. I don't doubt by the end of the season, I could like Wrecker just as much as Bill does.
Do you think Wrecker will have to sacrifice himself at the end? He's the obvious choice. He's the obvious choice. Other than it's either him or Hunter.
You know what? If we get a Wrecker episode, he's gone. He's a goner. if we get a Wrecker episode,
An
he's a
episode devoted to developing him.
goner. Yeah,
That means like maybe 2 or 3 episodes and
he
he'll
is
die.
a goner if
Yeah.
we see a Wrecker episode.
Sorry,
no,
Bill. No,
sorry,
that's just the way it
Bill.
works.
Better hope we don't get a Wrecker episode, Bill, because he's a goner if we get it. I got bad news bears for you.
No, I that's how it works. All right, let's see. We got some from Eric. They didn't tease Vader for the finale of Rebels. No, they didn't, but they did tease him for the first part. Like, he was in a lot of Rebels Season 2, and so they did tease him for Rebels Season 2, just not for the season finale. And so the fact that he was... No, they did! They showed the scene of him... Yeah, no, look up Rebels Season 2 mid-season finale. You'll notice that Vader is in a large portion of it. There's, first off, the portion of Ahsoka, why did you leave? Do you know what I've become? She slaps around, no! And then there's also the scene of him, descending down on his TIE Advanced, and then jumping off and slashing at Ezra. That's all from the Rebels 2 season finale. So, sorry, you're wrong. You're wrong, Eric.
He's coming for you.
I mean, I that's not a difference of opinion. He was
He's
in the
coming
trailers.
for you.
They marketed Vader for the season
Watch
2
out,
finale.
Eric.
They just didn't market him versus Ahsoka. They set it up in the trailers, but they didn't show any clips from it. But they did market Vader in mid-season 2. Let's see. Bill has something to say. I don't want to think about that possibility, says Bill.
I got bad news for you.
Oh, season 1 finale? I thought you said season 2. Did you?
Yes.
Oh, you just said finale of Rebels. I understood it as season 2. So that's a good point. Eric, he wasn't in the season 1 finale. He showed up in the season 2 premiere.
Mhm.
Because season 1 finale was all about the Inquisitor on board the Star Destroyer facing off against Kanan. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Vader was in season 1. I think he showed up for season 2. And he was in episode 1 of season 2. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I know Vader was in episode 1. Yeah, hit me up too.
I got you, Sips.
Huh?
I got you, Sips.
He was in episode 1 where he gives the Inquisitor his briefing, but I don't know if he was in the rest of season 1. Krea's words still whisper within my skull. No longer will your words whisper within my skull. Bill says, I already know the possibility of Crosshair possibly taking out someone.
Oh no! What a awful
Oh.
twist of fate that would be.
I didn't even think about it being Crosshair. Oh, Bill. That would
Bill.
be so beautiful. I love tragedy, though. So, like, I love tragedy and storytelling. Ironically, I haven't incorporated it into my fan film script yet because tragedy is really hard to write, especially when you're planning for a runtime of like 20 to 30 minutes.
You'd always have it end with, him stabbing out his eyes.
Oh, gosh, you're talking about
We don't need to say it.
Oedipus?
You know what I'm saying.
I want to say it's Oedipus. I want to. Everyone needs to know. But I think you're talking about the lighthouse.
No, I was talking about Oedipus.
Oh,
Want to know the difference between a Russian drama and a Russian comedy? Or
Tell
a
me.
Russian tragedy and a Russian comedy.
okay. Tell me.
Russian tragedy, everyone dies. In a Russian comedy, everyone dies happy.
I love it. I love it. All right, let's see. The last shot of season 1 finale was Vader breathing and walking towards the camera. Oh, okay, I do remember that. His first appearance of the season was him standing in the doorway of that governor chick. Governor Price? No, it would have probably been Minister Tua. Because Governor Price wasn't introduced until season 3. But he's probably thinking of Minister Tua.
Are there any boss babes in the
Boss
Empire?
babes?
Yeah.
Like, you're not talking about... Like, you're talking about, like, females who are in charge and also mildly attractive?
And also very bossy.
Second Sister is, like, the go-to Rule 34.
Oh, well, don't tell me that. I don't want to know that.
Second Sister. She's an Inquisitor.
Okay.
Governor Price is so bossy and so in charge that I don't think,
She's a real powerful woman.
despite the fact that she is amply proportioned.
She got any cool scars?
I don't think so, but she's got the haircut to compensate.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
She might have one, like,
A cool facial scar. Really sell her as being like the toughest lady in the room, toughest person in the room.
she definitely has that vibe, but I think
Alright.
she's kind of, like, so much so that I don't even think Rule 34 applies to her.
Don't say these things. Then you jinx it.
I know.
When you say that
know.
something like that doesn't exist, you jinx it. And
If there are people writing love letters to Kim Jong-un's sister that they want her to step on their neck
I don't think she's alive anymore.
as of how recently.
Maybe she is alive. I don't know.
This was as of 2 months ago when
Yes.
there was the death scare of Kim Jong-un and they thought that his sister had taken over.
Just every once in a while I hear something about their family members. It's like, oh, they just disappeared.
Alright, let's check chat. Bill said good one, Chrome. I don't know how long ago that was. I mean, it was 2 minutes ago. So I don't know what
I'm
he
going to
was talking
assume it's my Russian joke.
about. Oh, it was Russian joke. That's probably it.
I'll assume it.
As much as tragic angle would be beautiful, I don't want to think about it. To be fair, Z, no one is safe from Rule 34.
That's how Rule 34 works. Don't invoke it.
So you're saying Second Sister is
Eric gets
pre-giant vampire lady of Resident Evil. I don't know that reference. All I'm saying is, you want to talk about the most pop, like, I can't look up. See, the reason I have to know about this stuff is because I have to work with thumbnails, the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
So I look up a character. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm making a video about Ahsoka. I type Ahsoka. I've got 3 wholesome pictures, which aren't good for thumbnails. So I have to keep scrolling. And then they're all not wholesome. And I've got to scroll through all of those to find the one that is. That's good for the thumbnail. Find out there's none, so I have to get the screenshot myself.
Really would save yourself the
I
emotional
know.
scarring.
If
you
I just did that for the first...
started with
The
it.
problem is I can only get screenshots in 720p.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if it's there in 1080, I want to get it. Second Sister's another one of those where it's like, really? Her?
Alrighty, folks.
I guess, like, she's got a real dominatrix vibe, but
Alrighty.
I would say Second Sister is probably the most popular female non-hero. We'll just say top to be fantasized about. Second to her would probably be the leader of the Zygerians. the slaver empress. There's a decent amount of her in Ahsoka.
No!
With Ahsoka
Stop!
in a compromised situation for someone who's underage.
I don't need to know these things.
But I know these, and I must curse you with my knowledge. I need to share this burden of disgust with someone. I can't be alone in my suffering. Never say that I don't earn my paycheck, chat. I have to suffer through so much crap.
He has to suffer through so many horny Star Wars lads.
Honestly, if it weren't for thumbnails, I'd be great. Thumbnails are the bane of my existence. I hate thumbnails. It's the one part of my job that I hate. I love writing. I like recording. There are moments where I love editing.
Mm-hmm.
I always hate thumbnails. Always. But you don't do a good thumbnail, people don't click on your video. Which, if they click on it and they don't like it and click off, that's fine. That's really a reflection on my abilities. When people don't even click on it, that's just a reflection on how good the thumbnail is. And
Okay.
it's like,
Here's a question.
I'd rather you click on it, hate it, and click off than just not click on it.
When you were doing your totally heinous video on weird sex facts of Star Wars, did you come across any images of Emperor Palpatine in one of those mankinis, the Speedo that goes all the way up over the shoulders?
So, not for that video.
But you have come across such an image.
Yes.
I'm not saying I am
Not for that video.
I am not the creator of such an image. But
Did you inspire it?
no, not even that. I was just sitting here thinking of oh, it would be a weird. That would be a pretty good one. I thought of it on the spot. That'd be pretty funny. I know
So,
someone out there would think
Fortunately,
it's
for the
pretty
weirdest
funny.
sex facts of Star Wars, those were things I just collected over time and retained.
For the thumbnail, though.
For the thumbnail, oh man, it would have been great to get a male for that thumbnail,
Would have been great.
because
We
that
all
would
know
have
it's
been
Ben Swallow.
that would have been great, because automatically your mind goes to, hey, let's find some boobs.
Yep.
And that one was an Ayla Secura. I used Ayla Secura for the Can Jedi Have Sex one.
Okay.
For that one, I did Leia and Boba, because the final fact was in the original canon, in old legends, like before the prequels,
Oldest legend of them all.
Boba was celibate. Boba
In
believed
the oldest legend of them all.
Boba believed that it was immoral to have sex out of marriage.
Boba rode a space monster.
So Leia was pimped out to everyone else in Jabba's palace.
You keep telling me this fact, and I believe you.
George Lucas gave it a big old thumbs up.
I don't know if George gives anything a big thumbs up.
If
I
it
think
makes
he
money.
just got the rubber stamp. Doesn't look.
George Lucas was like, does it make money? Rubber stamp.
It's a book.
I don't care
Folks
what's in
like
it.
books.
That's why old canon was messed up. And, we're starting to run into that in new canon. Last week we saw Kanan Jarrus, or Caleb Doom, undergo Order 66. I was unaware at the time, have been made aware since. Totally retcons the comics.
Oh boy.
Yep. So, there goes the retcons again. We still have the timer going, but it's okay. The show's been over for a good half hour. Darth Talon. Oh, I'm going to say Darth Talon over Darth Zana. And Lana Beniko and Valen are niche interests.
Okay.
But I will say, over Lana, frickin' Valen, man. I can't even go on the SWOTOR subreddit. Like, I'm not even looking for thumbnails. I'm just scrolling through the SWOTOR subreddit, and there's someone with some Valen waifu portrait.
A year from now. Not exactly a year.
But in that time frame,
In that time frame, please emulate on April 1st a Star Wars version of the 10 sexiest Bionicle video that I sent you.
chat put that in the video ideas.
Okay, I'm glad me and Chat we're firing the same synapses over here.
They're always coming up with April Fool's videos for me. Or last April Fool's, we're trying to remember all my ideas for April Fool's videos.
That's fair.
And the 10 sexiest
It's
Bionicles.
Bionicles. It's a great video. It's a great video. It's so horrendous.
He sent it to my wife for context.
Oh, I did.
Because
I did.
I have a abnormally
Appreciative
unreceding
stance.
I'm going to stick with abnormally unreceding appreciation for Bionicle.
Which is, it's fair. It's got some great stuff in there.
It's got some great lore. Christian Faber, the man who made Bionicle what no one could replicate. And so my wife has always been, we call her Palpatine or Darth Wife.
Yeah. Darth Wife.
So she has always ragged on me for my love of Bionicle. So good old Chrome here sent her the video of the top 10 sexiest Bionicles. To suggest that maybe that's why I liked Bionicle so much.
At least she knows the truth.
I think those were mocks too. Those weren't even like Lego produced. I will still not remember. I mean, yes, but
I'm 90% sure the roly-poly was in there.
oh, was he really?
I'm 90% sure the roly-poly was in there.
I will never forget or forgive Lego for making Rodaka the first ever Bionicle with boobs.
Aw, no.
Oh, yes.
No one likes...
She had those Rockshi heads. You know, the Rockshi?
Mm-hmm.
She had 2 of those.
No! No, they're robots. Don't do that
She
to
also
the
had heels.
robots. I mean, who am I to complain? I like Transformers, and I have RC.
Let's check chat. We're down to 4. Silence Chrome. Silence him. Real challenge is the 7th sister. 7th sister? Oh, gosh.
Explain the Seventh Sister to me, because I asked it in chat. No one answered me.
7th sister. Okay, so 7th sister, she's got a weird vibe. So she was written to give Freddie Prinze Jr.'s wife a voice acting role in Star Wars.
Okay, cool.
But she is kind of like, the way she speaks is kind of sexual, but still no one is into her.
Nice. Nice.
If you were to ask me, it's the helmet shape. It's just
Bad
wonky.
helmet?
It's just wonky. But she...
Any ladies in chat, all 0 of you know that good helmet is...
So she's a Murialan, which is the same race as Luminara Unduli. They've got the, like, kind of forest shade skin, so anywhere from, like, they're all kind of a green shade. So So anywhere from like dark green to like kind of a pale sickly green
Okay.
with like the diamond tattoos all over their cheeks. Diamonds.
Okay, I think, yeah. All right.
So she's one of those, but she's a sickly color. And she always, like, her voice always kind of sounds like she has a voice modulator, even when she's not wearing her helmet. So it's always kind of like this.
All right.
Whenever she's talking. And it's super weird. I think it just goes to emphasize how important voice is in gender attraction. Because, you know, Freddie Prinze Jr.'s wife, I would assume, not an unattractive lady. But when you do this to someone's voice, it kind of makes them sound like unappealing in a really gross way. So Seventh Sister. No, what the real challenge is the Ninth Sister, though. I'm gonna
Best voice modulation in Star Wars. Not even a sexy thing, just best voice modulation. Leia.
when she's in the UB's mask.
That was the coolest voice modulation.
I can't even do it.
Yeah, like
That was pretty good. Ninth Sister is the real challenge, if you ask me, over Seventh Sister. Seventh Sister is, like, I would imagine it's there somewhere. Ninth Sister, she looks like until I heard her voice, I thought she was a dude. She looks like Hellboy, if Hellboy had tusks coming out from his chin.
No.
That's the best. And also if her skin was like the color of diarrhea when you're super sick.
No.
Like that kind of like yellowish.
Stop. Please.
Ninth Sister. That's the real challenge, chat. Say what you want about the Seventh Sister. I think it's more plausible than the Ninth Sister. No, SWTOR people are obsessed with Lana romance, but like, what I'm talking about is the weird ones where you're like, really? Her? And Second Sister and Valen are the two most Kim Jong-un's sister level of like, why? I guess Second Sister, you can kind of see it with like the tormented, needs emotional security kind of thing. Valen is just psycho bitch. Like there's no other. No, Valen is just no. All right, let's see here. Clearly the best Star Wars waifu is the Ninth Sister, says Eric. Chrome, you mad lad, says Bill.
I don't know what I'm doing here, Bill. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm just...
and in addition to what I described about the Ninth Sister being Hellboy with tusks, she's also built like a linebacker.
Nice! Okay, I'm more about her now.
With her diarrhea skin.
More about her now. You know, powerful ladies, you know, put you in a headlock. And, you know.
Let's see if I can get a picture for Chrome.
I don't need any pictures. I'm happier with my imagination running wild and reckless.
Here you go. Ninth Sister.
Yeah! Ninth Sister! Oh no. Okay. We've gotten very off track. I don't know
I know exactly how we got here.
I
We were talking
we
about...
don't need to draw the chain of events back to this point. What we need to do is get back onto the track. So,
Do we? I feel like Bad Batch is significantly less interesting than what we're talking about now.
Oh, shots fired at Bad Batch. I didn't think you were that bad, Bad Batch.
No. Just, I think we've said everything. I mean, it was a good episode.
It's good episode.
I love Omega.
Omega.
Hunter really grew on me in this episode. Echo is there. I don't know what he's doing there.
He's RoboCop.
He's the droid when they don't have a droid.
When they don't have a droid, they have Echo.
They have Echo. Tech is there. Wrecker is growing on me. I don't love him yet.
You think we're gonna see Rex next episode?
I think so. But yeah, so they now know Rex wasn't in on Order 66. But they wouldn't have any idea of where he was because Cut didn't tell them where he was going. So maybe? What I'm going to bet is maybe Tech hacked into something off screen.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, oh, I found Rex's flight plan. You know, I thought you all knew that I hacked Rex's flight plan.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to wherever Rex was going. That would make sense because we know, here's the thing. We know Echo gets a new helmet. Because there's some shots in the trailer where Echo has a helmet that's like square EVA.
Neato.
But in the shot of them next to Rex, he's still wearing his RoboCop helmet. So they have to encounter Rex before Echo changes his helmet.
All right.
So I think Rex for next episode is a very safe bet. Yeah, so I think that's probably where they're going next. I don't know. Like this episode, what this episode didn't do really well for me is set up what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
Last episode did, but we only had to wait 3 days for it.
Oh, 3 days, chat. 3 days.
It's not even enough time to get out 2 videos.
Trying to kill me, chat. Trying to kill me.
So I think Rex is a solid bet for next episode.
What if this is the new schedule? Mondays and Thursdays.
Oh no, it's not. Every feature episode will be a Thursday or Friday. At midnight.
Friday.
Um,
Not for me. It's not.
no Thursday nights. Yeah, let us know, chat. What are your thoughts? I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick. Chrome, you keep on top of chat, and I'll be back momentarily. Ugh.
All right. Well, look at this chat. What you up to, chat? Oh, we got someone called Ahsoka Tano. I feel like I should know that name. Oh, I'm sorry. I get left alone for 2 seconds and I start playing dumb. Oh, goodness. Gosh, yeah.
Here's what happens when I leave the casual in charge of chat.
Casual's in charge of chat. I read it and I'm like, I don't know any of this. This
And
is real weird.
All I hear is him feigning ignorance about Ahsoka Tano. Welcome, Ahsoka. We want you here. I want you here. I'm the hardcore.
We like that you're here, Ahsoka. Whoever that may be in
Oh.
reference to.
Um,
Wait, is that one character from The Mandalorian?
I hate you. He knows who Ahsoka is. He's overplaying his casual status.
My power is unmatched.
Unlimited power. Blame them,
Oh, stop,
Disney.
I'm too weak.
Atris is the last of the Jedi, not Rey. No, and you know what? Honestly, when she said that in KOTOR 2, no, you're wrong. I am the last of the Jedi. I was like, I want to put that as a clip in response to The Last Jedi.
Hmm.
It's because it's funny. And it was 20 years earlier. And anyway.
Is it still canon?
No.
No.
But we are likely getting a KOTOR remake.
Remake.
Yeah, done by I can't remember the studio name. It'll be interesting.
Okay.
The studio has up until now only done ports,
Okay.
but they've recently been expanding, and the rumor is that they have been given the KOTOR remake. Let's see. Why can't you romance Senya Terrell? I get that you're kind of cucking Valkorian in your mind, but still. I mean, yeah. I mean, on the one, I was gonna say because she's a MILF, but then I was like, I guess they can't. Why can't they give you a MILF option? I don't know.
I'm not fond of you, chat. Not right now.
That's Eric Chung.
Eric, we used to be friends. What happened?
I mean, Senya is a legit companion. Like, she's really cool. But I mean, like, hey, if BioWare would let you romance Samara, why won't they let you romance Senya? Samara's like 800 years old.
Yeah, here's the thing. I didn't, though.
You shouldn't. It's a bad decision, and you'd be wrong for making it.
What about Jack?
Jack is a great romance option.
All right.
Um,
That's how I felt too. Like I was
really?
genuinely surprised. I was genuinely surprised
it is
when I did it.
Okay, so genuinely surprised, yeah. I don't think Jack's romance gets worthwhile unless you
Yes.
romance her in Mass Effect 2 and then see it through to Mass Effect 3.
Nah.
No, wait, no. Dude,
Nah.
I hated Jack. Okay? Hated her.
No, I get her thing, and like,
I get her thing, how she's written. I don't want to be anywhere near that thing.
yeah.
When I saw her romance, like her follow through in Mass Effect 3, I hated Jack. Tears. Dude.
Yeah.
Tears. Like, broke my heart. Level of like, oh my gosh. This is probably the most poetic romance
Mhm.
in Mass Effect. Because she's the only one who talks about what happens in the inevitable end of Mass Effect. And how she's preparing for that to happen. And how she's not going to let it happen.
See, when I play video games, the characters I play are asexual superhumans that are just,
So Master Chief.
are palling around with Garrus, going on space adventures, shooting down bad guys, kicking back a couple beers,
Why can't you do that?
slapping Rex on the back, and then he slaps you way too hard back on the back, and you're like, "Oh, Rex, you dirty dog! You
See,
got
why
me
can't you
there."
do that and also be in love with Tali?
It's an infringement on my pal zone with... I gotta spend more time palling with... every second I'm spending with Tally is a second I'm not palling with Garrus. That's the unfortunate nature of things.
I don't think that's how video RPGs work.
That's how RPGs work in my brain.
Like, people in SWTOR can romance Kemval. Why can't you romance Senya?
Kemval.
Kemval. I'm going to show you
Oh.
Kemval.
Alright.
Chad, he's gonna be introduced to Kemval. So, Reddit first asked, after Vanilla, why can't you romance Kemval? We want a Kemval romance. Okay? So you know what BioWare did? They said, fine. You can romance Kemval if you want to.
Alright. You know what? Power to the player, I guess.
So he's got this thing, right? Where Kemval is this ancient, basically a intelligent war beast for the Sith.
Okay.
Okay? You wake him up, and he feeds on Force sensitives. He likes to cannibalize them, basically.
Alright.
So he's got this thing that, like, every time he heals you or something,
Uh-huh.
he'll be like, I will devour you, little Sith.
Nice.
So after the romance, people were like, mine is suddenly a lot less comfortable now.
Oh, well.
I will devour you, little Sith. Anyway, okay.
Oh my god.
If you shoot me another invite to Discord, I'll rejoin. Go to my main channel, Lore Star. It's in the description of every video. So, Eric, just go there and rejoin. I don't know how you left. That's unfortunate. Cal just told you the same thing. What of the Barris shippers or the Zash Val shippers? Shippers? I resisted the urge to devour you for now has a whole new meaning. So after this, yep. That's what I'm talking about, Bill. Yep, I have resisted the urge to devour you up until now. Oh gosh, Kemval romance. Like, the power of suggestion, and BioWare just puts it in there to be like, yeah, sure. You want it, you can have it. No, so Lana, though, I think is like a legit romance. Like, there's validity to that. And so, like, the fact that there are people all about the Lana romance track doesn't surprise me. Valen and Second Sister, those surprise me. I just am like, what are you hoping for in that relationship? That's what I want to know. Just such a weird Star Wars fans, man. What's wrong with us?
I'm getting a front seat show of what's wrong with you.
Thank you. I mean, like, hey, back in the 80s and 90s, all people had to worry about was Slave Leia, which has, by the way, been redeemed to Hutt Slayer.
Hutt Slayer.
You can't market Slave Leia anymore. It's Hutt Slayer.
Nice.
Hutt Slayer Leia.
That's pretty radical.
It's a shift in power. But that's all that anyone had to worry about before now. Now we got Valen. We got Second Sister. Hopefully we don't have Ninth Sister. We've definitely got Commander Price or Governor Price. Yeah. And then you can't forget Ben Swolo.
Ben Swolo.
Basically the same category. There's just something about him that's just so square.
It's great.
He's a big old rectangle.
It's.
And honestly, he's not. It's the fact that his pants come to here.
That's the best part.
What pants come to here? My great-grandfather, who fought in World War II, wore his pants to here. Not here.
He was low riding then.
He was low riding.
I'm having too much fun here.
Oh. Yeah, we probably shouldn't make this last too long, since Chrome's girlfriend was gracious enough to loan him to us twice in the same week. It's all fandoms, Big Z. And you're probably all fandoms do this. You're probably right,
You should know. Wait, who's this?
Bill.
Yeah, Bill, you would know. You're probably a Sonic fan.
I don't like where this is going. Is that it?
Yeah, just about.
Okay. Sonic fan. You talking about
Nope, we're not going to get into it.
Great. Love it. Oh, chat. Okay, well, if there are no more comments,
Any questions?
strapless overalls. Yep. Strapless overalls. Some freaking pantaloons. I think right now we're just talking about Ben Swolo, so it's probably a good enough time as any to say we've had enough. This has been a great time.
Yeah, it's been fun. This was a fun stream.
This was fun.
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode. I'm gonna rank it. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure an episode at some point during this season will beat the premiere. This one didn't, but I wouldn't have changed a thing. There is no part of it that I said this could have been better. And
Yeah, it even had Gonk Droid in it.
Gonk!
So, like, what? I can't even suggest, like, something stupid to improve it. It had Gonk. That really just tops anything I would say to improve it. Like, like...
put a Gonk Droid in there.
Gonk... They threw a Gonk Droid in for no reason. It was there, and I was about it.
And it's like, how did it get on the ship?
I'm not... You know what? Not worried about it.
Love it. All right, one last look at chat, and then we're going to say goodnight. Bill wants to assure you that he's not involved in Sonic.
That's what a Sonic fan would say.
He also said you stared into his soul. We're a hive of Sith and villainy. And the cult of the Gonk Droid.
Cult of the Gonk.
Cult of the Gonk. That's why you gotta fill your ship and squadrons with Gonk bobbleheads. The only bobblehead in Squadrons is available on both Imperial and Rebel sides.
It's the only one I bought.
Is it really?
Yes. I didn't like the bobbleheads.
Most of the bobbleheads are pretty lame. I was all about the holograms.
I didn't like most of the...
The cosmetic. So what I'll say is the Imperial cosmetics are better. Well, I ran the Chimera, which was the Star Destroyer, the Chimera logo. 1, because we're Chimera Squadron.
Yeah.
2, because it's the Chimera.
I felt like the cosmetics at least felt like the cute sort of things that would be put into a Rebel ship.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, a lot of the stuff for the Imperials, I was just like,
You like the bobblehead Vader?
yeah, I mean, sure, but, there were whole categories that I was like, there's, like, maybe one thing that I could be sold on. Not that I've bought into it, but I could be sold on that being in there. And then when you layer all of them on, I'm like,
I liked
No.
one. I will say this: they're less obtrusive in VR. When you're not in VR, they're like all over your screen. When you're in VR, you can't see more than one at a time
yeah,
because they're all over the place. But the holograms were consistently good with the Imperials because you had the kill tally, which was
Yeah,
very
that's fine.
very on par, very on in character. You had the Death Star, which was cool, and then you had the Chimera.
okay.
Whereas most of the other ones didn't really care for them. And then for the Rebels, I don't think I liked any of them. Any of the cosmetics. In the interior cosmetics. At least at launch. The vanilla ones. They came out with more after that I liked. They had the Old Republic logo as a hanging flare. You got the hanging dice, which is cool. Not what I wanted in my ship, but I liked that it existed.
Yeah.
Same with the bobblehead Ewok.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of things beyond the gonk that I put in my ships. And I'm like, can't think of a single thing.
That's probably fine. The Gonk is all you need.
Gonk is all you need.
Cult of Gonk. Cult of Power Droid, to be precise. Yes, it's the GNK Power Droid. Gonk. Which is both somehow named based on the letters of its name as well as the sound it makes. So that's fun. But anyway, chat, it has been an absolute pleasure. I am thankful to each and every one of you who joined us tonight and watched episode 2 of the Mandalorian of Bad Batch. Especially on such late notice, considering I didn't know this episode was coming out until today, and I didn't know Chrome was coming until like probably 6 p.m.
Yep.
So it was great last minute little stream. Thankful to all of you who tuned in, and yeah, we'll be here next week because it'll be every Thursday from now on. We now know that.
That works for me.
Spectacular. Hopefully you guys will be there. I know at least most of you will be there, but in the meantime, may the lore be with you now and forever.